They're filming. Blow the shit out of it. In a minute. Once more into the breach, dear fellows. The breach loaded, though. We're rolling. Once again. 100 yards. Here we go.
Shoot 'em. My neighbor here gave me some Wolf 22. Thank you for it. Cool, thank you.
Now we're going to do a review real quick of this gas tube port. Some of you probably never seen one of these before if you have an M-1 Garand. It's kind of a nice little tool to have. This I got from Midway, which the paperwork's down there. This is a Schuster DCM adjustable gas plug with wrench for M-1 Garand. And what it is you basically, I don't know if you know this or not, you can take this gas tube out. You don't even have to disassemble the gun. You can take this gas tube out and then put this one in, and what it has underneath this locking screw here is an adjustable threaded screw with some holes in it that allows it to adjust so that you can control the amount of gas that's in here. When you're using anything other than M2 quality 30-06 rounds that basically are specifically manufactured for the M1 Garand, you always have to be careful. If you use anything more than 150 grain bullet in this gun, it's going to mess up your operating rod. It's going to really screw it up. And the CMP says you can use anything up to 165 or 180 grain. I've heard otherwise. I've heard 150 grain is the highest amount of grain that you can use. Otherwise, the powder and the match is going to be such that it's going to dry this rod and bend the crud out of it after a few shots. So that's what I've been using at the range, some soft point stuff from Monarch. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this gas tube out because I do want to take a little of the force off of it. I took that tube out, and then before I put this locking screw in, I adjusted this, and what I had to do is take this to range, and this is really tedious. You got to fire a shot, see if it cycles the operating rod. If it does, then you need to adjust it out a little more to let more gas pressure to come out till it stops basically operating the rod, or it'll operate the rod but it won't chamber the next round. And then you got to screw it back in, so it's just at the point where it's still popping around, empty cartridges out each time you shoot, and then you put that locking screw on. The only complaint I have with this is how it works. You do have to change it if you use any other kind of bullet, or just take the gas tube out and put the original one in. That's always another option, but it's kind of hard to do with this thing here. The other problem I have with it, though, too, is, this works great. It gets great reviews because a lot of people like to use it for hunting because they want to have higher loads to hunt deer with. But that only works 1 or 2 shots at a time. And after you're shooting it, 1 clip, 2 clips, so on, it starts heating up, and the expansion of the metal kind of starts closing the holes and the gaps in this tube thing, and it starts basically operating like it would any other regular plug. At least that's what I've noticed. So when I'm starting at the range, you'll notice that some of the shells, they'll just pop out just real quickly just to the other side, like maybe 6 inches. But after I've gone through 2 or 3 clips, they're shooting way out like they usually do. So anyway, that's all I have to say about this. You may want to try it, you may not. I'm going to use it for the time being, but I may go back to using the original plug here because, well, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference for me. So anyway, just thought I'd show you that real quick. By the way, if you want to know how much these are about $35 plus ship. Well, $35 with shipping from Midway is where I got this from, but I think you can order it directly from the manufacturer, which is Schuster. It's a small one-man op out of somewhere up north. Anyway, there you go.